So as we are currently witnessing the inauguration of Donald Trump yet again for a second term, I just want to remind people of a previous time where the mass amount of pushback from not only establishment politicians, Democrats, but also celebrities came forward and repeated their arguments that there would never be a Donald Trump presidency. And now, looking back, considering we're now witnessing a second Donald Trump presidency, this is a video that pretty much did not age well in limelight of that.
There's not going to be a President Donald Trump. That's not going to happen.
Donald Trump will not become president.
He's not going to be president. He is not, Donald Trump is not going to be president of the United States. Take it to the bank.
Okay.
I guarantee it.
All right, all right.
I think if he becomes the president,
I spare my husband's life and his gay lover's life. Not gonna be. A simpler time. A simpler time. Now with Trump 2.0 being inaugurated into office, this is a very, very, very much a huge compilation of so many individuals that is now exposing themselves with eggs on their face.
president here make it great because the states is already great.
I think that man will be president of the United States right about the time that spaceships come down filled with dinosaurs and red capes.
On that note, Tom, pleasure.
Take it
Thank
from
you very
me.
much.
How about that?
Cheers, Tom.
And then, of course, there's Donald Trump. Donald Trump has been saying that he will run for president as a Republican, which is surprising since I just assumed he was running as a joke.
Donald Trump, just last week, he confirmed to the National Review that he is again considering a run in 2016.
Do it. Do it. Look at me. Do it. I will personally write you a campaign check now on behalf of this country, which does not want you to be president, but which badly wants you to run.
So when you stand and deliver that State of the Union address, in no part of your mind or brain can you imagine Donald Trump standing up one day and delivering a State of the Union address?
Well, I can imagine it in a Saturday night skit. I continue to believe Mr. Trump will not be president.
He will never be president of the United States.
And we better be ready for the fact that he might be leading the Republican ticket next.
I know you don't believe that, but I want to go on.
Sorry to laugh.
Okay, here we are. And
I mean, they're laughing at Trump presidency, which is happening, but hey, you know, Matt Lauer's gone. Matt Lauer, who for many years working at NBC News on the Today Show, countless reports of sexual inappropriate behavior. Same with what's that other guy from CBS? Charlie Rose. Many years of accounts, many different accounts. I don't think they saw that coming. I don't think they saw Matt Lauer was going to get kicked out and Donald Trump was going to get kicked in. But there's a lot more to this.
And which Republican candidate has the best chance of winning the general election?
Of the declared ones, right now, Donald Trump.
And so, right now, Mr. Trump, to answer your...
God, my Harvard-educated mind is going... Ah! Of course, this is a Bill Maher audience. I mean, Bill Maher famously said, I'm looking hard at Amy Klobuchar. Remember that? He wasn't looking too far with Bernie and all this, you know, Medicare for all, and oh my God, we're going to actually end the wars and focus on people. Like, forget the populism. I'm looking hard at another establishment stooge. I'm looking hard at Amy Klobuchar, which nobody was. Nobody was. That's why she was one of the probably third or fourth person to back out immediately. Nobody wanted her. Not even her own state. Not even her own state. But Bill Maher was looking definitely hard at her. And not even in a sexual way.
Call for political honesty. I just want to say, you're not going to be president, all right? But come on, buddy. All, let's say, cow poo-poo aside, there is zero chance we'll be seeing you being sworn in on the Capitol steps with your hand on a giant golden Bible.
I'll make a prediction, though, for you. And I don't really get into predictions much, but this one I'll go way out on a limb. Donald Trump will never, ever be president of the United States. That Trump should not be in this race. He's an absurdity. He is a travesty.
Donald Trump will never be elected president of the United States.
Keep in mind, this is all back in 2016 during his first run. You want to talk about a travesty? You want to talk about a travesty and just a horrific mess? Holy crap, buddy. Wait till you get to 2020, to 2024. Wait till you endure those 4 years. The start of this decade has been an absolute farce. I love watching, videos of highlighting back then and saying, like, this is the worst time imaginable. And then you realize the worst is yet to come. Like, I'm pretty sure if I watch something about 2020 saying it's the worst year imaginable, I'm probably going to laugh because the worst is yet to come, folks. The worst is yet to come. We don't know what these people have up their sleeves.
Donald Trump is the here today, gone tomorrow candidate for president of the United States. Donald Trump is not going to be president of the United States.
Not going to be president.
Ever respectful of the fact that the people have not voted, he's not going to be president of the United States.
Let's be clear. Donald Trump will lose the election.
I get bet on my insider trading. He's not going to be. Not. Oh my God. I mean, the funniest part about it, it's not, politicians can say whatever the hell they want about certain states. But people, celebrities, and here Mark Cuban, that really don't have the intellect span to understand the voter consciousness, to understand why people voted for Donald Trump in huge waves, including this time around, still continue to embarrass themselves, They're still, even to this, even as he's being sworn in to presidency, there's still people protesting, saying, he's not my president. He's going to do stuff with women's rights. Nobody's going to get abortions anymore. And you get people like Mark Cuban and Stephen Colbert and Seth Meyers there. Just completely embarrass themselves to the general public. Like, how does it feel now that the second time around, you have egg on your face? And probably beyond just an egg, you're probably got the full omelet bar just drenched all over yourself on how embarrassing all this is.
I mean, he had a really good chance to be different and really have a chance to change things, but he doesn't do the work. He's lazy.
We talk about him every day, and we continuously bash him.
He's not going to be the president. Don't worry about it.
Exactly.
This will be a wake-up call to the Republican Party. Despite Boris thinking that Donald Trump could win New York, the presidential race is over.
Could I just cut through? I have one thing to say, one thing only, and that is that this race is over. Tomorrow morning, the money will dry up. The Republicans will start to hide. Trump has no place to go. This race, effectively, as of tonight, is no longer a presidential race. I mean, everything I know about presidential politics, and I've been through 5 of them, I've never seen one like this. This race is over. You might as well accept it. And the question now is, how do you minimize damage? And the only way you can do that, it seems to me, is to try to grab hold of some old.
I grabbed my political advice from the Colonel himself, Colonel Sanders on a bucket of chicken. Donald Trump will never become president. I can assure you. Republicans won't have the money. Donald Trump will never get anywhere near office. This is just, it is just amazing. It's just amazing. And these are people that are dignifying themselves as political experts. These are people that are self-identified as political experts, going on to these cable outlets, like reassuring people. Like, again, it's like it's a cult. It's like having the leaders go on television and tell you, this is how it is, this is how it is, this is how it is. Don't question it, don't question it, don't question it. That's what they're doing here. They're telling their audience, brainwashing their audience, Donald Trump's never going to become president. Donald Trump's never going to become president. And they have to tell that to themselves. They have to tell it to themselves because now their boogeyman is being sworn in a second time after everything they tried to throw at him. What the hell do we do now? Oh my God, what the hell do we do now? What is that fat bastard going to have to do with his life now? Now that he can't convince people to not vote for Donald Trump.
Conservative value things and do what Mondale did in '84, which is try to save a few people down ballot. But as far as Donald Trump's concerned, it will never, ever, ever happen.
President Obama will go down as perhaps the worst president in the history of the United States! Exclamation point at real Donald Trump. Well, at real Donald Trump, at least I will go down as a president.
So, and funny enough, it actually started because of him. It actually started because of him. All this mayhem and bashing and the celebrity gossip about Donald Trump's presidency was because back in the day, during the correspondence dinner, Barack Obama, who was president at the time, made jokes at Donald Trump and made a joke about the Celebrity Apprentice and talking about the chefs on the Celebrity Apprentice. With ironically, while we're talking about chefs and Barack Obama, well, you know what happened. But it is uncanny that these are the figures that people idolize, they worship, they look up to, and, you know, say what you want about certain celebrities. You know, I have no real qualms against George Clooney. I have nothing, you know, harshly negative about Tom Hanks. You know, they're celebrities. They're celebrities. They make movies. We watch those movies. That's about as much as a relationship I can say about those two people. But to hail themselves as some sort of expertise, like they go to Tom Hanks to talk about the presidency. What would Tom Hanks know? What would Tom Hanks know? But they wanted him to run as vice president at one point when Oprah made that address at the Golden Globes. Remember that? Oprah made a complete, full statement and talked in complete sentences. Oh my God! You need to run for president! And you need to have Vice President Tom Hanks or Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson by your side. As if that's the only qualification we have at this point. Like, they dropped the bar so low. Dropped the bar so low to themselves. And to remind people and to reiterate this, the reason why Trump got elected and even got into this political sphere in the first place is because the country is so rotten to its core in corruption, rotten to the core of oligarchical mess, rotten to the core of mass surveillance, of deep, deep insider corruption beyond you couldn't even imagine. Not just the corruption of a sleazy car salesman, but deep, 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 like globalized corruption beyond the peril you can even imagine. And the people are so sick and tired of the status quo, of the establishment that continues to oppress them, that continues to beat them down, that they decided to roll the dice with a game show host, a reality star, then deal with another 4 years of crap. That's what happened. That's what happened. Do you think they voted for Donald Trump because everything was going so swimmingly and they just wanted to ruin the country? No. Because they knew the establishment was against them. Why do you think so many people that voted Barack Obama twice voted for the game show host? voted for Donald Trump? Oh, because they all became racist? No. It's because they had enough of the status quo. They needed some sort of outsider. And the closest thing we got is this reality star. He's not any different than the rest of them. He is a billionaire. He is a reality buffoon. And he's a real estate mogul in corrupt New York. And he is a narcissist. That is his character. But the closest thing we have to really hammer out and throw a wrench into this goddamn machine is Donald Trump. That's why people voted the way they did. That's why this happened. And now to witness celebrities, exact same thing over and over again. Donald Trump's never going to become president. Donald Trump's never. This is like mindset, like modeling behavior. This is how they're brainwashing. They're doing this. It's like MK Ultra experimentation on you. Donald Trump's never going to become president. Never going to become president. Never. Going on to the media, talking about this constantly. Even the last 4 years. Donald Trump's a felon. Donald Trump's this. Donald Trump this. Donald Trump that. Donald Trump that. How'd that work out for you? Because congratulations, Donald Trump is president. Again. So, this really did not age well.